Okay, so this is the segment though. All right. About a week ago, I was talking about small business stuff. This is kind of relative to the Xander Hall and Demon Mama fallout. I'm not going to get into that again. But what I really wanted to talk about is a lot of people don't understand how small businesses operate kind of at all, or like, a lot of the mentality around them. And I thought, I legitimately do go back to like the 10 crack commandments in my mind a bunch, because it is great rules for anybody that's basically getting into entrepreneurship, which even if you don't like it, because you're like, entrepreneurship, my friend, I don't know if you understand this, but that is the work of the devil. Okay. Entrepreneurship is for chuds and capitalists. I don't do it. Well, unfortunately, you live in a capitalist system. Even if you want to pretend to be an anarchist or a communist or a socialist, you unfortunately are a capitalist until that system gets put in, because literally people can confer property onto you. You live in a system where it happens. Even if you don't like it, you have to exist within it. And all of the YouTubers that that make money are entrepreneurs. Every single one of them. All of them are entrepreneurs. It sucks to say, with maybe the notable exception of certain people who made the channel as an offshoot of something that they were already making, or they're part of a massive thing. But Xander Hall, Vosh, Hasanabi, Destiny, Demon Mama, fucking DJ Mule, Noah Sampson, Jack Saint, shout out, Beckett, fucking over at Cope and Seethe, Chud Logic. I keep naming people before I fucking don't name enough, and I feel like cringe because I describe my intake diet. All of these people are entrepreneurs, whether they like it or not. You don't have to call yourself that if you think it's fucking nerdy, but unfortunately you are. You know who else is an entrepreneur? Every fucking drug dealer in America. Don't know about your country. Rules might change, but drug dealing is entrepreneurship. You're going into business for yourself. And that's kind of the case. You get a fucking pack, you find somewhere to sell it, you make your money, you find another pack, you do another thing, okay? And there are a lot of fucking classes that you can go to learn about entrepreneurship. You can also just listen to 10 Crack Commandments by Biggie Smalls. This shit is straightforward as fuck. If there's someone else that's done this, and they're an actual like economics professor, or like, they know about and they're better at it, there's no way in fucking hell someone else hasn't had this same realization. But like, this is dead serious. Some of the best fucking rules that you can operate by. They're good for anybody. Just take out the drug dealing aspect of it, and all of this is solid as fuck advice. So I can't play the song, obviously, but it's it's the 10 Crack Commandments. What? I can't say any of these, okay? But let's see. Number 2, never let them know your next move. Don't you know bad boys move in silence and violence? These are what the actual lyrics are. I can't actually read them because I don't want to sound cringe. First off, shout out. Have you guys ever seen The White Kid? He's like fucking 8 years old singing. Let me shout out to the.
This one goes out to all the people that used to call the cops on me when I was down in the street just trying to make enough money to feed my daughter. It's all good, baby, baby. It was all a dream. Used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper, heavy tea up in the limousine. And if you don't know, now you know, buddy.
Okay, so to boil them down, I might go back to some of them if they're not cool, but Wikipedia has them pretty much listed out in a way that's very accessible. Obviously, he writes them different. I'm going to run through these, and I'm going to tell you why each one of them is a good fucking idea relative to running a small business, okay? First, never let anyone know how much money you have. It's always good advice. Now, obviously, you have to pay your taxes and shit, but keeping cash on hand and maintaining security over your finances is very predicated on making sure that people can't get to your finances and steal them, right? Never letting anybody know how much money you have can be extrapolated out also into don't let people destroy or defeat your negotiating position also. Like, so letting people know that you're poor or that you're broke or that your business is on the outs and stuff is also a reason to never let people know how much money you have. Obviously, you don't want to be robbed. Don't tell people like, yeah, man, I got 20 fucking K in the till. But also, you don't want to ever risk your negotiating position by letting people know that you're in a bad position to negotiate, i.e. like, don't let people know you really need the money or that you might be desperate to do something. Also, don't let out your internal secrets. Always try to keep everything about your business that you don't want people knowing or that you're not 100% sure because you've conferred with somebody else to know. Always keep that shit close to the chest. All right. Always. So never let anyone know how much money you have. No, don't let also people know that they can come and try to get some off you. That kind of goes into the other thing too. But yeah, keep your finances personal to the extent that you can. Now, there might be reasons to break any single one of these rules, but understand if you're breaking the rule, you're breaking it. And you have to know why you're breaking it in order to break it in a way that's not going to fuck you up. 2, never let anyone know your next move. This continues on. So, literally, don't let people burn your content. Don't let people know what you're planning in your business because they might try to take advantage of that. Keeping secrets in business is often a matter of operational necessity. So if you, for instance, have an idea for a product that you're about to make as an entrepreneur, if you're a small business creator individual and you're like, damn, I think a coffee spot would go great on this corner right here, right? Like say you have your first store and then you find out about good storefront property on like 2nd Street in Gratian, and you're like, damn, that is going to be a great place for a coffee store. It's really good. It's got a good lease to it. It's right next to a fucking hospital. I know exactly when the people that are going to be in there are moving out because I have a lead on this. I have this lead on this opportunity. If you tell someone else that's in your business, they might go in and take advantage of that. Always remember, you don't have friends necessarily when it comes to money, which is another one of these rules down here. So don't let people know what you're going to try to do. There's ways that you can break the rules, and I'll say this again and again throughout this, but understand if you don't know why you're breaking the rule, then the rule's being broke to fuck you up. Always remember that in your mind as well. Never let people know where you're going. If you're a journalist with a story, don't let your sources out of the bag before you fucking publish that shit because somebody might run up and publish it out from underneath you. If you know where there's going to be some gold in the ground, some oil, don't let people know before you can go ahead and capitalize on that yourself. Okay? This is like basic shit. Good fucking rule. It's a good fucking rule. Also, if you want to do anything that is not above board, don't let people know because they might fucking stop you. You know what I mean? Never trust anyone. I think he says it's slightly different. Hold on. Never trust nobody. Your mom's to set that ass up, properly gassed up, hoodie to mask up, shit for the fast buck. She'd be laying in the bushes to light that ass up. It's more than just never trust anyone. Eventually, you are going to have to trust everyone to some degree, right? Because you can't always keep an eye out on everybody. A lot of times when you have to put trust in people, don't put trust in the person, put trust in what you know about what the person will do, okay? Because they're still going to be them when you're not around. So if you can play them off of how they live in the world, then you don't have to worry about what the fuck they're up to because they're always going to be doing what you know that they're going to be doing. But more importantly, it's not just don't trust anyone. Like, that's simplistic. What it means is he's talking about like, don't even let your mom know. Literally, don't let yourself get deceived into thinking somebody is on your side just because you have a pre-existing relationship with them. When it comes to business, people will make business decisions. And you don't know what you don't know. And you'll never know what you haven't been told. Okay? And so that's one of the reasons we keep secrets. Don't let yourself put yourself in a position where somebody can fuck you, which is really the issue with rule number 3. Never put yourself in a position where somebody can fuck you. And don't trust anyone just because they're this person or that person. The bunny just went crazy in the next room. Never use what you sell. Though you heard this one before. Never get high on your own supply. Obviously, when it comes to drug trade, don't use your own product. But also don't embezzle and don't use, this is ancient. This is way before even the drug trade. This is the first lesson of agronomics that goes back to us even establishing fucking like societies and stuff. Don't dig into your seed supply. or into your grow seed, right? Don't the seed that you put back into the ground to make the plants grow the next year. Don't ever put yourself in a position or let someone put you in a position where you start cutting into your growth, right? So obviously with drugs are non-renewable, all right? They're an expendable resource. If you use your drug, you can't sell the drug, and then you can't make that money back and pay people off or buy the next set. This goes all the way back to agriculture. When you grow crops, you got 50 tons of grain, 1 ton is seed grain, whatever that ratio is for what you're growing. You have to keep that 1 ton always good. Everything else can sell. That's surplus. So understand, literally in this case, how to maintain a surplus. Never use your own supply. Never dig in to your surplus unnecessarily, because you have to have at least that minimum amount to grow the next thing. Business doesn't end once you have product at hand. Business doesn't end until you're out of the game permanently. This goes for everything. Any small business you have, don't be digging in to your product. If you operate an electronics store, don't be letting fucking people borrow electronics. If you are an artist, don't be letting people fucking lay on you and try to get you to do shit for free. Don't be doing shit for free. Don't be giving anything away. That is the kind of what you really need to learn from never use what you sell. All right. It doesn't mean don't use it for real. If you're a fucking you sell Barca loungers and shit, go ahead, fucking sit your ass in the Barca lounger. But don't burn through your stock for selfish reasons or because you're a fucking idiot. Don't get that fucking shit in your nose. You know what I mean? Never sell where you live. This is another hop off of never trust anyone. This is obviously a little bit more for the drug game, right? But it's the same rule that goes down in history. It's everywhere. Don't shit where you eat is really what this means. Obviously, for a lot of small business people, you're going to be operating out of your house. Even drug dealers operate out of their fucking house. But what it really means is don't connect aspects of your business to your personal life in a way that you can't separate them, okay? So don't fucking, this really goes into, as an extension into the small business world when I was talking about Xander Hall and shit, don't let your personal existence be permanently connected to your business. Make sure you keep all of those things fucking separate, right? So don't put your personal collateral, your actual house, in your business. Let those things be separate. So if somebody comes for your business, they don't get your personal property. Keep that separation always as evident and as distant as you can. A lot of people that get into crime, especially, not even just like drug dealers, but fucking white collar criminals, end up doing shit like what we call embezzling, right? Or they end up using company funds in other ways to like buy personal property for themselves and shit. And then you see like Rudy Giuliani getting lit up, and all of a sudden he doesn't own fucking anything anymore because he was breaking this rule, right? He did not keep his home, or he started selling where he lived. And also, if you start kind of operating out of your home, right? If you connect your domestic situation to your business, you might drive yourself insane. Fucking work-life separation, that kind of shit. You want to keep people and your business away from you. It'll drive you fucking nuts. If you actually are into illicit stuff, if you do commit a crime, or if you even accidentally come afoul of the law, having your business operated out of your house or having a mistake operated at your house, it could lose you the house. You know what I mean? Plus, also people know to get back to you. A little bit of a stretch maybe for business to connection to the drug trade, but in my mind, I think it's pretty good rules all around in general. Never take credit. So how do they say that in this one? Yeah, number 6, that goddamn credit, dead it. You think a crackhead paying you back? Shit, forget it. Never, ever, 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 ever fucking ever sell on credit, okay? Don't ever do it, especially if you have something that's expendable. Because, it's like fucking extending a tab to Homer Simpson, dude. That shit is going to go up. The tab's always going to go up. And if you're not in a position where you can fucking lean on somebody, you are never going to cash out on a fucking tab. It's just never going to happen. Because, and especially with this kind of stuff, the drug trade is under the table. So these rules come with extra consequences because you can't get the government involved. When you put shit out on credit, you put yourself in a position where you have to try to get that money that you're owed back. And if you aren't in the credit business, that shit's going to be hard for you. A drug dealer is going to be like, no, you give me that fucking money. If you want to take a loan out, go see the loan guy, right? And you should do the same fucking thing. If you're selling fucking Barca loungers, this, that, and the other, don't let your company fucking put that credit on the company. Tell them to go through a fucking creditor, because the creditor is about lending money and getting money back. That's their profession. For you, you're about selling Barca loungers. You're about making art. You're about fucking going out every day and fixing fucking sinks and stoves and shit. So you need to be on the ball about that, about getting your fucking money. And don't let people start building up tabs. Because if you've never put something out on credit before, finding a motherfucker is hard. That's a reason that creditors are their whole goddamn industry above the law and below the law. Fucking credit people are credit people. Loan sharks are loan sharks, all right? They do that whole thing on their own. That's an entire ecosystem you don't want to come across, you don't want to fuck with. So anyone that ever needs a money, they need a lien, they need an extension, they need a few more days, tell them fuck no. I mean, just look at Xander Hall and the situations with these fucking people editing online. Oh man, don't worry, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back. It's going to be 2 months, 3 months, man. We just need to make a little bit more money. And you're at the top of my list. You're at the top of my list. No, if the money's not in my fucking hand and I can't fucking beat your ass over it, that money's fucking gone. Every time you put out a loan, if you're not a fucking loan guy, if you don't know how to hunt people down, if you don't know how to lean on them, you don't know how to take their shit from them, scare them, spook them, whatever the fuck, turn them over to the government, any of that shit, that money is fucking gone the second you put it on credit. Just think of it that way. And that goes for everybody. Mom, dad, sister, uncle, cousin, your best friend, the guy who was at your fucking wedding, your doctor, your lawyer, anybody. Don't ever put people out on fucking credit, okay? They'll say I'm good for it. They'll say I'm a Lannister, and a Lannister always pays its debts type memes. That money is fucking gone. It's like some of the best fucking advice you'll ever get. It needs to only be this long. Fucking, yeah, that goddamn credit, you think a crackhead paying you back? Shit, forget it. That's the truest shit, fucking period. Keep your family and your business completely separated. Absolutely fucking true. The keeping your business and your family separated is hard for some people, right? Because it's very often that you will get family involved in your business. It's very natural, especially if you're an entrepreneur. A family member can't be fired. If you're in the drug game, it's even harder because might have to fucking like clip somebody. But even outside of that, it is impossible to fire a family member. You might let them go from the business, but they're still going to be in your shit for the rest of your fucking life because you're genetically connected to them until you fucking die, all right? And it's very hard to lean on family for all of these fucking reasons. So if you have a family member that's going out and doing this, doing that, doing the other thing, and you need to fucking get like, where's the $10,000 from the product that you sold? Like, why can't I get that? It's a lot harder to fucking lean on a relative. And a relative's going to have people to lean on you back because it's going to be, fucking, hey, cousin Ed, why are you fucking up like this? And then you got fucking Aunt Ed's mom coming out here like, why are you talking to him like that? He's been through so much shit. Oh my God. He's just, you work him to the bone. You want to keep business, relationships, business as much as possible. You know what I mean? If it's going to be you and your husband, you and your permanent partner, maybe. You know what I mean? And make sure that you're like in on a house first. Because everybody that's connected to your business, that's a part of your business, is a fucking point of weakness with the operations of your business. And if you get into a point where it's like, okay, anybody else, I would have fucking put this guy in jail for stealing out of the register, but he's my nephew. If it was anybody else, if he would have fucking, accidentally poisoned 2 customers not washing his hands, I would have maybe even reported him up to the cops. But now you have a permanent liability on your hand because you involved too many family members in your business, or your family in your business at all. Because family will always demand that you trust them as family, not as business partners. So really try to always keep your business and your family completely separated. Also, if you don't, you are never going to fucking get away from work. You know what I mean? Because you're always going to have a coworker with you at all times. And maybe that'll work for you. Maybe it will. But otherwise, who knows? And obviously, you end up getting divorced. You end up splitting. This person does that person does this. If they have a big connection to you, you're going to have to carry fucking family drama and shit to work with you back and forth every fucking day. For some people, it works. For some people, it doesn't. I will tell you right now, the majority of companies that work functionally don't have their fucking family members all throughout them. if you're, because it's also just everyone else that works for you that's not family is going to be resentful as fuck of the family members in it. They're going to be like, okay, that's Nepo. Oh, I can't complain about this person. It's unethical on top of it too. But like literally try to always keep your business and your family life completely separated. It's good fucking advice. Never keep any crack on you. Obviously more of a street rule because it's incriminating stuff. But really this does go to sort of repeating a line from earlier. Don't keep any aspects of liability attached to your person relative to your business. Think of it this way. In the song, the way I think does he describe how he does it? Number 8, never keep no weight on you. Them cats that squeeze your guns can hold gun jumps too. He does it a little bit differently. Let me explain it another way. You don't ever want to keep the liability directly attached to your person when you have a small business, okay? So if you want to have some degree of separation between you and the inevitable consequences that will befall any business. In the crack game, obviously, you don't want to have a fucking eighth on you because you can go to jail for whoever knows how the fuck many years if you're caught. Duh. Also, people can steal it from you. Duh. So try to minimize the amount of personal liability you have in any situation. Keep things separate. Do not operate a business as a private fucking individual ever, period, ever. Fuck your goddamn Etsy store. Fuck your fucking, I sell flowers on the weekend and shit. Start a fucking business, okay? Start a business immediately. Because when you start engaging in trade, you're a business. You're a business now, right? And if you're the business, then you're the fucking business. So like, oh shit, I had a flower stand. It is what it is, but it's my flower stand, right? And I grow these flowers out of the back of my fucking house. Okay, that's cool. But you didn't realize that this one flower is fucking highly toxic and some dipshit kid fucking ate it. Now he's fucking dead and they're going to sue you. Well, shit, what can they sue me for? They can sue you for you because you're you. You are the business. You kept the crack on you. You kept the fucking liability on you. Now you're fucked. But once you had that separation, limited liability company, oh, fuck. I guess you sued fucking Sarah's Flowers. It doesn't exist anymore. But I had that shit set up. So now Sarah's Flowers doesn't exist. It's obliterated. I liquidated my assets. Whoopsie daisy. But I get to keep the rest of me. You know what I mean? And fucking be up on that shit with like lawyers and stuff. Always mitigate personal risk in any business situation. And this goes for fucking individuals working as contractors as well. You know what I mean? Understand what is a risk and what is a liability in any industry that you fucking pursue. If you're out there and you're building statues and shit because you fucking made it. Oh, fuck, dude. I graduated art school and now I make copper statues for some dipshit fucking ladies league and they want me to make these statues. Make sure that you know everything about fucking what you're liable for with that statue and offset it so that if it falls on somebody, if you find out that it got put underneath a power line and because of the way it was made, it showered the people around them in Tesla style fucking lightning rods and burned everybody to a crisp, that you don't get fucking hit for that. Keep the liability off of you as an individual. It's like fucking good goddamn fucking advice. If you aren't being arrested, stay away from police. This is really true too. So this is like a little bit deeper. Number 9 should have been number 1 to me. If you ain't getting bagged, stay the fuck from police. If people think you're snitching, they ain't trying to listen. They'll be sitting in your kitchen waiting to start hitting. Sorry. I was reading too fast. Embarrassing. Very apologetic. I'm sorry. This is very important though. This isn't just a consideration for staying away from the cops. Obviously, just try not to talk to the police in a general sense. It's just good advice. Any lawyer will tell you, just cops are interested. Cops' job is to do cop shit all the time. All the time. Cops do cop things. And cop things are investigating people and getting up in their fucking business. And when a cop gets up in your business, if they find anything, if they smell a little bit, they're going to fucking try to get all up in your shit. So just in a general sense, keep yourself distant from the authorities. It's just good practice in general. But also, the real thing that happens here is a question of ethicality. So this is very similar to the Supreme Court in that the Supreme Court has to say completely above board. Sorry, guys. I know. Clipped, banned. I'm very, very sorry. I fucking knew it. I apologized preemptively. The ethicality of your operations within a certain business world are paramount, right? You got to stay completely above board a lot of times with other people. In the case of the Supreme Court, one of the reasons that the Supreme Court can operate the way that it does is that it stays sort of above the highest expectations of the people that are like engaging with it or that would like witness it on top of it. Come on now. Come on. Remember Goof. Oh my God. Do not talk to the police. Yes. The thing with the ethicality here is the lesson's not about talking to the police here. That's part of it. The lesson is that there is immediate repercussions from other people in your industry for violating ethical standards. And it doesn't even require them to have proof that you violated the ethical standards. It just is all reputation. So really what this rule is maintain your reputation even when you don't think you have to. What he's telling you right now is there's going to be repercussions for when you run out of rep in the streets in his case, but honestly, like in your professional circles. Think of how things work online where you hear like, I don't think you could talk to that guy. I heard this. I don't think you can talk to that person. I heard that. And really the lesson is they're not going to try to listen. They don't care. Once there's a risk to them too, they're going to be triply, quadruply, quintuply assured that they just need to take care of you. So people will, if they find out that you're making ethical issues, if they find out that you're becoming a risk to the organizations, or not the organizations, but the industry as a whole that you're a part of, people will preemptively try to take care of you in order to protect their own business interests, which is the issue here. Don't do unethical things in the industry that you're a part of, and be aware that even the assumption of unethicality on your part will be a direct implication against your reputation, and maybe something that other people will take into their own hands in a way that you have no agency over, and it can destroy you in that industry. Very, very good advice. Solid, like solid fucking advice. You have to say out loud that you have the right to remain silent. Oh, don't even get into the Miranda shit. And number 10, a strong word called consignment, strictly for live men, not for freshmen. If you ain't got the clientele, say hell no, because they're going to want their money, rain, sleet, hail, snow. Consignment is not for novices. Consignment is kind of also on credit. Consignment is the opposite side of credit, okay? It's kind of like the chiral flip, where credit is I give you something and you don't immediately give me money, and then you're going to give me money later, right? Money is lent and money needs to come back. Consignment is I'm going to give you property. You are going to sell that property, and then once you sold that property, the money's going to come back on me. Consignment is actually hyper typical in a lot of entrepreneur fields, especially when it comes to creation of discrete individual products. So people that make clothes, people that maybe make at a small level, people that make sundries, toiletries, shampoo, hair conditioner, and stuff like that on the street level. I mean, like literally, you're selling them on the fucking street. I'm not trying to be fucking cool here. Like at a farmer's market, at a stall, at a fair. These individuals sometimes go collective, and you go to places and put your shit on consignment. When you put your shit on consignment, the person that's there says, okay, here, give it to me. I'm going to write it down, and then this is how much it's to be sold for. When the people come and they buy it from me, I'm going to take a cut for me being the market here, and then I'm going to pass the rest back on to you. Okay, so that's the consignment. In the drug trade, consignment is literally giving product. Like, all right, hey, man, I'm going to give you 2 keys a week. You're going to turn that into this amount for me. I don't give a shit what you sell. You could step on it. You could turn it, it's $10K that I need for this, because that's what this costs when I sell it wholesale to you, wholesale sales. And I'm going to give that to you basically on consignment or on like raw credit, because it's so much money that you can't probably be buying it fresh. And also it's a business deal. So I'm going to drop this shit off every fucking week. You're going to step on it. You're going to turn it over. You're going to do whatever you need to do, and you can keep everything extra, but you're going to give me that 10K a week because that's what I need. All right. This is a business arrangement. And what this really goes into is don't get involved in contracts you don't understand, is really what this gets down to, okay? The consignment aspect of it, if you're into the drug trade or something, obviously that's going to be good advice. But really what the depth of the advice in this is understand all contracts before you get into them, and understand you're always experiencing a situation of liability the second you start operating as a business. In the case of this, it's bring in that 10K, 20K, 30K, whatever the cost is that I want for this wholesale product. You have to give that to me. You can keep the profit on top of it. That's the contract. I get this, you get that. The quid pro quo. And understand that the quo always has to come. You have to give them what they want. Otherwise, they're going to fuck you up. They don't give a shit. You already got your half. You have to be able to come back with theirs. That's what the basics of contract law are. And it's really one of the biggest fucking failing points for new businesses. Because you'll say, I'm a business. I'm a guy that does something like I sell hot dogs out of a hot dog truck, okay? Someone comes along to you and says, hey, fuck a hot dog truck. How about a brick and mortar business? You could fucking, who knows how many people you could sell. You'd have the fucking, fuck the rain. They could come in. They could buy hot dogs from you in my building. How about we do a contract? You don't pay enough attention to that contract, and all of a sudden you're fucking like, oh shit, I can't make the money back. And they're like, all right, well, in the contract it says, if you don't give me what I want for what I give you, then I get to take a little bit of extra. In the drug trade, of course, probably gonna fucking like beat your ass, rob you, maybe kill you, whatever the fuck is gonna happen, because they gotta deal with things below board. Above board, it might be you lose the ability to operate your business now. Actually, all of the property that you owned before this is now forfeit, so that you can pay off what you owe me. If it's like a lease, right? Understand what the contract is before you sign it. Shout out my dude Lore Lodge, who signed a fucking, what is that? We did the math on it, like $260,000 fucking dollars in 3 years for a fucking recording space as a YouTuber, like an insane amount of money. Understand the contract, understand what you got to get out of it, and know whether or not you can actually accede to the terms of the contract, whether you can actually make that happen before you ever sign it, before you ever even consider signing it. And understand that getting into contracts is not for novices. On the street side of things, for somebody like Biggie Smalls was when he was selling drugs in the 1990s and shit, obviously you're going to have to go with asking people, knowing you're better demons and shit, like looking inside yourself, can I do this? And when you're above board, talk to a fucking lawyer. Talk to a fucking lawyer. Talk to a fucking lawyer. Lawyers are the ones where you don't have to worry about being a novice. You know what I mean? You can go straight to somebody that's an expert in contract negotiation. And you can even have people tell you, a lot of times in business law, especially, and in accounting, your lawyers and your accountants can work together, because you can have them as a team. Hey, I need you to look over this. Is this going to be worth it? The accountant says that if these numbers are these numbers, then you're going to end up actually in the hole $100K on this in most ways. And that's because of this section, H, B, C, D, and E here in this contract, where we have all the shit laid out. This basically like offsets liability for blah, 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 and then you have to pay this instead of them having to pay this. I asked the accountant, and he says this is actually this in this locality. And so while this might not be that bad normally, when you look at it like this, you're going to be in fucking 80, 60, 70K every quarter, because you're going to have to pay all these fucking fines or this or that. So I, in my opinion, wouldn't sign this contract. If you don't have that expert opinion, if you don't have that person looking over your shoulder, that paid professional, you can get fucked. But even if you get fucked, once your name is on the paper, once the ink is on the page, you're fucked for good. And you're fucked till the end of the contract, unless fucking Uncle Sam or some other individual comes and fixes it for you. In the case of certain rappers back in the 1990s, maybe Ice-T or Ice Cube comes in to a fucking record label and gets all of your contracts changed over by bringing a few of his friends in a baseball bat. Who knows? But that's basically it. The 10 crack commandments are like rules. Rules. They're very fucking good. I'm going to get lit up. I know I'm getting lit up for this entire thing, and I'm very, very sorry, but it is what it is. And I wanted to hit this. I fucking knew it. I can't help but fucking read things. I Ron Burgundied it. I did the Ron Burgundy, and I read the entire teleprompter. I wish more people would listen to Blood and Money Don't Mix. My dad basically made me an indentured servant in his electrical company until I ran off to the army, put a real bad taste in my mouth. Jesus fuck Christ. Yeah, also don't exploit your kids. That's also bad. My bad. I knew I knew it was fucking, I knew it was a mistake. But honestly, I stand by the segment. It's really good advice, and you should look at it and like keep it in mind, and just tell other people to fucking double check that shit. It's really genius. And one of the reasons I get into this too is people give drug dealers a bad rap in America, and obviously like they're drug dealers. So for the illicit trade, okay. But I've heard a lot of people call drug dealers like dumb and stuff. And then you see these people go to prison and they're like building fucking electric drills and like tattoo guns and stuff out of razors and making air conditioning units out of fucking like chip bags and some water. Like, these are clearly very smart people. And I think that there's a lot to learn from them. And I think it's a fun way to learn shit too. And it's also good to know that there's rules out there. And obviously the kind of 11th rule from this is to know that like, the really the main rule that Biggie Smalls is putting down is like, I didn't know this when I started, and it would have saved me a lot of time to know this. So the 11th rule is also like, look at who came before you and try to fucking figure out how they stumbled. And I think you can get a fuckload out of it. And it's not just like all right, kids. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it is. I am your dorky fucking social studies teacher for the rest of this. I can't believe Mr. Bell, he said it. It is what it is. If I have to be punish me as I must. Make fun of me. Clip it. Whoa! Rap 11. If you secretly rap the N-word in your car, don't tell anybody about it because it's not a secret anymore. I just can't. I can't be too mad about people rapping along to it. The one that's weird is if we're talking about is Destiny saying like he says the N-word alone in his house, which just makes it sound like he's walking around and just like saying it. You know what I mean? Oh my God! What the hell? 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Tomonomicon. I think it's good advice. I'll stand by it even if I fucked up. My bad. That's untactical. My dummy bomb. Oh my God. Where is it in the chat? I wasn't watching it. I want to see you guys making fun of me. Tyler, bust out the neuralizer. Got him, boys. I was worried that would happen. You better scrub people's memories. Oh well. Sorry. The channel's over, everybody. Advocacy, it's fucked. I just did it. I did it. It's a yeah. You gotta bounce back. No, it is what it is. Don't say the words. Don't say bad words, kids. Fucking if you gotta go, you gotta go. I'm so sorry. But it is what it is. You get the premium N-word pass subscription. Somebody hurry up. Give me an N-word pass. Give me the pass. Oh, I am lightly embarrassed. Hold on. Toxic gossip train. Didn't mean to do it. Don't take my money. What are the fuck? What is the chord she plays? Toxic gossip train. Can you guys even hear that? What would it be? Toxic gossip train. Duh. No. Toxic gossip train. Shouldn't have read Biggie Smalls lyrics aloud on a live stream. I made a mistake. Oh my God. I demand more. Toxic gossip train. Oh, whoops-a-daisy, I fucked my career up. There's tabs. They're gonna be for ukulele, right? Oh my God. Hey. It's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. No, I gotta get to the... I don't... Okay. All aboard the toxic gossip train. chugging down stacks of misinformation, the toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Hold on, what is a fucking D7? Okay, D7. Manipulation station, toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Those rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun. Oh my god. What? Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it for real this time. I'll do it for real. So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steamroll over someone's reputation. The toxic gossip train. Hop aboard, but close your eyes. Otherwise, you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and the person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey, at least you're having fun. That's actually the worst fucking lyrics I've ever heard. The closest I'll ever get to an actual like bona fide N-word pass is my absolute inability to play white girl ukulele songs accurately. No. All right, sorry. The bit's been overextended. Cut it! Cut the bit! Bail! These my bad. I'm going to be deeply embarrassed for fucking weeks. In this video. Oh my god. Could you imagine if I would have read the lyrics with a fucking hard? Put a bullet in me, man. Oh my god. Start wrapping shit up. He did it. He's done. Sorry, everybody. If you're all having fun, the career is... God damn it. Fucking white streamers, man. Oh, well. You know, it's like what I said. Sometimes you fucking ruin your life. It happens. If you guys can forgive me for it, hopefully you can. And if you can't, don't worry about it. I won't hold it against you. I'm just going to keep it in me. God damn, fucking. I was just like, Tyler, you're too fucking neurodivergent. Don't have the genius lyrics up on the screen. You're just gonna fucking Ron Burgundy and read straight through. Don't do it. And I think I caught myself, but it's very embarrassing. I am actually humiliated. I legitimately feel bad.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the Westside.